Road crews in Boyle County battled treacherous conditions this morning.
We'll hear from deputies who say two salt trucks ran off the road.
The work is far from over here in Georgetown after yesterday's historic weather event. However, city officials say a lot of progress is being made, and that is due to their recent experience with snow.
All that snow finally showing signs of melting through the next several days. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey tracking thermometers getting closer to normal.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good afternoon. I want to get to this right away. A rescue effort has just wrapped up in Clark County along the Kentucky River.
The call for help came out about 2:30 this afternoon on 4 Mile Road near the Dale Power Station. Firefighters there tell us they were trying to get to a stranded driver on the other side of the road, but then an SUV drove up. The man got inside and took off. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is at the scene right now where emergency crews are packing up. Kristen?
Amber, we are about several miles away from where that rescue took place, and that's because we had to find a place where we could actually speak with you guys. We had some difficulty getting cell phone connection where we were, where this actual rescue happened. Now, what we do know about this is that fire crews tell us that a portion of 4 Mile Road did wash over. It flooded in a certain area, and they say that a driver was trying to cross that area of 4 Mile Road. It was around 3 this afternoon. The Clark County Fire Chief says that a man was having difficulty driving down that area. He says the driver stalled out in the water and he abandoned his car at that point. Clark County called in Madison County Search and Rescue to help them with their efforts, and that's because Madison County Search and Rescue have a boat that they could use. And so Madison County Search and Rescue teams are now calling the incident a learning experience. They do fear that this could happen again, considering that snow will start melting and waters in low-lying areas could start rising.
I don't recommend that anyone try to drive through floodwaters. You never know how deep it is. You never know what has been washed out. Maybe the pavement washed out underneath.
That driver is just fine. We're told there were no injuries, but at this point, fire crews are asking anyone who may live in the 4 Mile Road area to be very cautious about driving tonight. Live in Clark County, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Kristen, thank you. The Clark County Fire Department says they often work with other counties when multiple crews are needed. In today's case, they brought in Madison County Search and Rescue to assist in this water rescue. We saw a lot of sunshine in the bluegrass today and is now helping to start the melting process. Most people spent the day dealing with the aftermath of all that snow.
And take a look at this Sky First video. As you can see, the snow is really piled up inside Center Point in downtown Lexington. This morning, we woke up to more record-setting temperatures. The good news, better weather is coming. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, a lot of good news there, but the bad news part of that, guys, is that at this point, anything constitutes better weather compared to where we have been over the past several weeks. But you mentioned the record lows. Look at the numbers this morning. Hillsboro, 16 below zero. That's the coldest temperature we've ever recorded in the state of Kentucky during the month of March. Mount Sterling, Cynthiana, both at 12 below zero, 10 below. From Frankfort into Winchester, Lexington officially tying the record for the all-time coldest March temperature this morning at -2. Live First Alert Defender in a moment. Here's our live sky cam with a lot of snow out there. 24 degrees, feels like it is 15. Defender now showing a whole lot of nothing, and it's a beautiful sight on a Friday afternoon. Barely a cloud in the sky, big blue sky over top of a white bluegrass state, dry air, exactly what the weather doctors ordered for the next few days. We're looking at flood warnings that are out for several counties here across the area, but you notice now we don't have as much green on this map as what we had yesterday and the day before. Still, if you live along the Cumberland, the Kentucky River, the Red River, parts of the Licking River, and now into the Ohio River, still talking about some high water issues over the next couple of days. Focus of the forecast, guys. When I come back in a little bit, the sun is out, better weather is on the way. But for how long is the question? 7-day forecast with the answers in less than 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. It was a treacherous morning for crews trying to clear the roads in Boyle County. 2 salt trucks ran off the road near Danville and had to be pulled out of a ditch. Phil Pendleton talked to police who blamed the dark and foggy conditions.
It's a battle against the snow, the ice, and the elements. And Friday morning, all of that won this battle.
The conditions are bad.
In 2 cases,
Water's melting and running over it and refreezing.
within a mile of each other in Boyle County.
He just got over off the shoulder a little bit. It's hard to judge.
An Allen Company truck contracted by the state slid off U.S. Highway 150 near Danville. Nearly within sight of that one, a state truck couldn't handle the slick spots on Chrisman Lane.
The ice, my cruiser says it's 3 below right now at this time of the morning. Your ice is not operating like it should.
While most of the powder was plowed away Thursday, the frigid temps left many roads a solid sheet of ice.
They're just slipping off the road. I think it's a problem all around, not only in Boyle County, but every other county as well.
Both incidents happened about 7 o'clock. It took nearly 3 hours to remove them.
No standard log chain will move something like this. That's why they've had to go get a tow cable.
Neither driver was hurt. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
By the way, both trucks were fully loaded with salt when they slipped off the road. One truck had 6 tons of salt, the other 14 tons.
It was a plan to help improve snow removal in Georgetown, and city leaders say it's working. The mayor of Georgetown said after the last storm, they made a new plan to deal with the massive amounts of snow. Hillary Thornton was in Georgetown today, where crews say they're making progress.
The work is far from over here in Georgetown, but as you can see by a clear main street here beside me, city leaders say a lot of progress has been made, and they say that is due to the fact, like much of the rest of the state, they now know a thing or two about cleaning up after heavy snowfall this winter.
Someone suggested that 2 weeks ago may have been a dress rehearsal. And it was a very difficult dress rehearsal, but in a way, I think that's true.
Crews have been working hard since the snow started Wednesday evening, then through Thursday morning as they tried to keep up as more than a foot of snow piled up. And their work continues today as they now battle bitterly cold temperatures.
I've been very pleased with the progress we made in the face of a really tough set of circumstances.
A testing few weeks for those responding during these weather events. The response is one the mayor says their community can be proud of.
These folks have just responded, I think, in a heroic fashion. It's such a challenge and it's such a heavy responsibility to be responsible for citizen safety. And these folks have made it happen.
Now hoping some much-needed sunlight will help break up the lingering effects of yesterday's historic snow.
I can't wait for the first day of spring.
Since today's bitterly cold temperatures did cause a lot of those icy spots to stick around, officials continue to ask folks to be extra cautious if you do have to be out on the roads. In Georgetown, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And crews tell us as the snow begins to melt, they are paying close attention to flooding.
One day after a record-breaking snowstorm, many people in Lexington are digging out. You can see a lot of people on the streets with snow shovels today. Most of the main roads, we're told, are in pretty good shape, but now crews are turning their attention to the side streets.
WKYT's Monique Blair is getting a closer look at those road conditions.
We can bring down the sun a little bit further down, we'll be all right.
That's the quickest solution to the issue.
People are definitely not aware of that issue. You see people in four-wheel drive vehicles, they think they can go anywhere and it's starting to melt, but that ice is under there.
The issue is not so much snow anymore on the main roads, it's the ice underneath that slushy snow that you just cannot see.
Because you don't realize it until you're on top of it. I probably got 40 to 60,000 pounds. So if I'm sliding, you'll slide too.
Another issue is some unplowed side roads.
Some of them, though, are very difficult to get through.
Plow truck driver Mike Hutchinson tells me crews will not stop working until every road is drivable, but sunshine will make that process go much quicker.
We're just enjoying the sunshine today.
And that was Monique Blair reporting. An historic snowfall deserves tickets to an historic game. City leaders are recognizing people in Lexington for their hard work during this week's storm. And today, the mayor handed out a pair of tickets to the UK-Florida game tomorrow in Rupp. The lucky winner of that contest is Tom Wilson. The mayor's office received more than 150 nominations for the award. A lot of people pitching in and helping their neighbor.
Absolutely.
Well, as we said, history's on the line tomorrow night for that UK game as they try to land a perfect regular season.
Yeah, the Cats will tip off for the big finale tomorrow against Florida. WKYT's Rob Bromley's here now with a preview of that game. Hi, Rob.
Hello, and the Cats will try to do it tomorrow afternoon. Complete an undefeated regular season by beating Florida on Senior Day, 31 straight without a loss. Hasn't been done in a major conference since 1976. Indiana accomplished the feat. A Kentucky win tomorrow would be an incredible accomplishment, but John Calipari wasn't willing to say much about it today.
I don't know. We haven't won it. We haven't won the game yet. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but we could lose the game. Then how should we be remembered? How do you think? Successful, not successful?
Not really. That's how you get beat. If you think about it like as a whole like that, you just got to take it one step at a time and let nature take its course.
Tomorrow's game will tip off at 2 here on WKYT. Coach Cal's post-game comments will air following the game on the CW Lexington. So we find out tomorrow whether the Cats can complete an undefeated regular season. Whether they do or not, it'll be the last time that this team plays together in Rupp Arena. Cal and his players talk about that just a little before 6.
All right, Rob, we'll see you then. Thank you. Next week, the postseason arrives. The Cats will play in the SEC tournament 1 week from today in Nashville. A U.S. spacecraft hit a major milestone today. Coming up, we'll tell you about a new discovery more than 7 years in the making.
It's been a history-making winter, one of the worst road crews say they've ever seen. Coming up at 5:30, how they're trying to clear the roads in Jessamine County.